here. So you are being called to take some sort of action in some area of your life where there is some sort of chaos, a tornado, a storm brewing, and things are about to overflow with this water like overflowing here, and then with this tornado here. This is going to bring a great transformation with the butterflies here. It is going to take a lot of strength and courage for you to face whatever this is that you're being called to take action on. It's going to be different for each of you, but I'm going to try and get a little more information. Lastly, we have stillness. So whatever action that you're going to take, make sure that you get yourself still first and really pray and meditate over it. And I feel like the right path is going to be opened up to you. Swans could be a significance, northern lights, the ocean. Okay, yes, discernment. So this is waxing gibbous moon. It's number 10. You're being asked to really use your discernment, your mental fortitude, your third eye, making decisions based on your intuition. That's what discernment is. Like I had just said, praying and meditating over what your decision is, and you're going to get a path that's lit up for you. Wow. Action again. So we have action twice. There's something that you need to do. This is the number 15. Dancing could be a significance. The full moon. You could dance under the full moon. You could do ballet. You could like ballet. What is this action? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Creation. Okay, so you're being called to create something. So the divine has put it in your mind to create something, to speak on something, perhaps to write. You could be a designer, a drafter, but there's something that idea that you have in your mind that you're being called on to create, and the time is now. It may take a lot of strength and courage, like maybe you have to get up on a platform and speak, or get up in front of people, and that's really hard for you. It also may involve really establishing your boundaries. We have a number 12 here, and the number for creation is 39, which also equals a 12. That breaks down to 3. Oh, this is waxing gibbous 3. So the number 3 is significant. You may be called to create in your community or collaborate with others, a similar mind. You are being asked to establish some boundaries. You may have to actually speak up for yourself and clearly state what these boundaries are for you. Protection. So yeah, there's something, maybe you felt that you weren't protected, or you felt vulnerable lately, but the divine wants you to know that you are protected. Whatever it is that you are working on is protected. This is the number 24. It says waning crescent, protection. So the divine is literally holding you in a little nest while you develop and create. This is also like a little egg of protection with those boundaries. So I feel like the divine, your Holy Spirit, the holy angels are protecting you while you growth. This is the number 5. So yeah, you're going through some sort of change and growth right now, and the divine is holding you safe while you do this. While you get still and get into this energy where you can really figure out what it is, this action that you're being called to take. So you no longer can sit still. The divine does not want you to sit still anymore. It's time to get moving. time to get creating in some sort of way. So, or taking part in the divine's plan for you. Let me get a couple of these spirit messages and see what we have here. Slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. No matter how much you're being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. So this fell right on protection and boundaries. So that is significant. And this says, perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift, one change after another. You are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. So as you are going through this change, this healing chaos, remember that you do have a tornado going on around you, and you are going through a metamorphosis in which you're going to come out this beautiful butterfly, but you know, you have to be broken down into the goo first before you can become the butterfly. It says, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. So yeah, there is something about speaking up for yourself and your boundaries here, and really keeping, establishing our boundaries is a form of protection. So just remember that. Remember to speak up for yourself, and remember that you hold the answers within you, and you are going to get some sort of download message that's going to show you how to proceed and what action you need to take. Okay, so I'm going to get it going into this extended and get into some tarot and see if I can get a little more information here on what you need to know. But I hope this helped. Have a great one. Okay, let's get into the extended. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what we have going on, the Fool. Okay, so yeah, a risk, a new beginning. This action, you're being asked to take a leap of faith. Anything more, Holy Spirit? King of Wands, yeah, just really stand in your power and go whatever it is that really lights you up, that drives you inside, what makes you passionate. Dragons could be of significance. The Moon, yeah, like I had said, making decisions based on your intuition. Maybe you're doing something intuitive, but really using your discernment, your intuition, and getting yourself calm is really going to help you decide how to proceed. Knight of Coins. So slow and steady wins the race. You could have been working towards this slow and steady, and it's time to start speeding it up, or the divine just wants you to just slow and steady, be committed to whatever it is that that the Most High, your spirit team, your angels have put in your head to create. I feel like this is your North Node, your destiny. Yeah, following your heart, Page of Cups. Yeah, intuitively creating, the Empress. The Empress is always creating. She's always pregnant with ideas. You could really have a affinity for the forest, nature, birds, horses. Page of Wands, yeah, the Page of Wands is somebody that has all sorts of inspired, kind of wild sometimes, very artistic, crazy ideas. So maybe you've remained still because you thought that this idea that the divine put in your head is like, there's no way that that's ever going to come into fruition for me. But you know, you have this really sprite-like, fairy-like, playful energy. Dragons could be of significance. You could have a dragon spirit guide. Yeah, it's time to get out of your head. Stop. And this came in reverse. It's the Eight of Swords. This is like a being stuck in a mental prison. So you have been stuck for some while. Perhaps, like I said, thinking that this idea that you have is just far too crazy, or you've just been frozen and not making any sort of movement. What's the advice? Go after the money, honey. This is your generational wealth. You could be breaking generational curses, but get out of your head, because this is where the money is. So whatever it is that the divine has put in your head to do, the time to do it is now. Yeah, you're gonna celebrate this. You could be getting a new house. You could go to celebrate festivals. You could be coming into a wedding or a relationship, a stable relationship that lasts forever, with the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Sun. Like, this is your path. This is your destiny. This is what you're meant to be doing. So stop doubting yourself, get out of your head, and get to work. Advice. 3, yeah, as I had stated earlier, maybe collaborating with others, working with other like-minded individuals. Knight of Swords. Time to move. Time to take action. The time is now. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple from this deck before I close it out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, anything else we need to know? Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. So thank you, Spirit. That's just kind of confirming what I had said before with that nest energy, where God is protecting you and holding you in a nest. You are also being protected by a soldier of angels. You also could be being guided by the angels. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So this has given me full energy. It's time to take that leap of faith. Every moment of your life has brought you right here to where you need to be. And it's towards this action that you're meant to take. This divine download, this idea, this living in your purpose. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So you could be a bridge, like a medium, or you could connect, community people together. You could be healing things from your past that have kept you stuck and stagnant. But you could be traveling. But yeah, you're definitely crossing a bridge right now. You are at a cornerstone, I discern. Simplify your life, traveling lightly. So you could be being called to, get rid of the extra clutter in your life. I know for me, I've been going through my things and getting rid of stuff that I don't necessarily need anymore, and trying to travel a little lighter. So you're somebody that sees things from the bigger picture. If you are having trouble getting the bigger picture, get yourself into that stillness, that meditation, and try and picture it from a position of neutrality. One more, Holy Spirit. impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So there could be some area in your life where there is an impasse and you just have to let that go. Like, you're not gonna, I just heard a perfect solution is not possible for all parties at all times. So there's some things where you might just have to, the conclusion that you may come to is that you're at an impasse and you just need to take care of you. I think that's all I have for this reading here. This looks wonderful because you have wonderful, wonderful, wonderfulness in your future. We've got the 10 of coins, the 4. That's a whole lot of money up in this mother. And then we have the 4 of wands. This is celebrations, weddings, homes, new homes. And then the sun, happiest card in the deck. So make sure that you keep going. Know that you're protected and guided by your angels and your ancestors, and that the mission that you are on is truly divine. So that's a beautiful message, and I hope you have a great day. All right, bye-bye.